M-A-R-S space I-L-L return. M-A-R-S space I-L-L return.
I've got you.
If I could embrace every fatherless child and support every single mother, I'd stretch my arms open wide and I'd empty my bank account. I'd like to thank the route I travel. On the back of these album covers, hold your thoughts in my mind. At your discretion, you can take them out. We're side by side, bound together in freedom's lost. We pay the debt of creative souls. We eat from the same trough. Blame costs us time and energy. I'm not prepared for the pity. Still feel the amazement of a tourist when I'm walking through the city. You'll come with me cause you have to. When I move, the chains will grab you. Unified out of common cause, revolution from the grassroots. The railroad is underground, but mainstream is always welcome. But the prison's a little different, and they understand it seldom. Convicted balance of expression, serving sin and structure live. The judge threw me into deep space in his cell block number 5. Don't run and hide. Grab your hammer, we'll chip away at the machine. Keep making music till they have the same dreams. Know what I mean? Held together in Vision's prison, cause we got the same aim. You know who you are. You know who you are. I don't got to name names. Too focused to be put aside and no time to play games. Starving artists work the hardest in this chain gang. Held together in Vision's prison cause we got the same aim. You know who you are. You know who you I don't got to name names. Too focused to be put aside, no time to play games. Starving artists work the hardest in this chain gang. The angels hold their breath to capture every word we speak. Celestial grandstand is packed, Gabriel is saving seats. Baby boys left on the doorstep with a note across our chest. Grow the creature spitting blood and flesh until there's nothing left. Rest won't come when it's done, but till that day we'll put in work. Right left in time succession, cause these shackles hurt. I said it first, reverse the curse, the blessed. Amazed with every record, make connections with my people. And all my songs are my confessions to my brethren. Cause the lessons in our weapons that kill and heal. No contract needed, your transformed life will seal the deal. Some find pleasure in the radio when the favorite song comes on. Some find it in the broken down cars that they park on the lawn. In the notches in the bedpost, in the notches on the belt. But my treasure lies somewhere else, I can't even see it myself. I felt the tug of the chain beside me, I guess they want me to make a break. But I don't think it's gonna be that easy for me to leave this place. Held together in Vision's prison cause we got the same aim. You know who you are. You know who you I don't got to name names. Too focused to be put aside and no time to play games. Starving artists work the hardest in this chain gang. Held together in Vision's prison cause we got the same aim. You know who you are. You know who you I don't got to name names. Too focused to be put aside, no time to play games. Starving artists work the hardest in this chain gang. I see his face, I think he's really ready to call it quits. They're the convicts, wanna jump the fence, they're trying to make some hits. I tell him that's just another prison with another set of chains. At least here we got each other and there the label holds the reins. Plus the names of your successes and after one single you're done. It's death sentence after that, heavy price to pay for number one. Under the gun you'll take an image, pay an overcharge percentage. Get your little 15 minutes, but after that you're finished forever, please listen. But he wouldn't even try to take me with him. Instead I helped him break the chain, said go on, get your songs ghost written, it's fine. We've all seen it happen way too many times. Our colleagues are tired of walking in this line of our design. We work this way because it's where we've all been exiled. We innovate the next style and we walk the extra mile to ensure freedom when time's up. So grab your pick and line up and take a sip from my cup. Held together in vision's prison cause we got the same aim. You know who you are, I don't got to name names. Too focused to be put aside and no time to play games. Starving artists work the hardest in this chain gang. Held together in vision's prison cause we got the same aim. You know who you are, I don't got to name names. Too focused to be put aside, no time to play games. Starving artists work the hardest in this chain gang. Yo, what's the question? I got the answer scratch on the back of tiny paper scraps and more solutions for problems in store. Out of stock marketplace, a kickstand up and wave when your song gets played, and show the neighbors how to display all their problems on parade. I'm the high plains drifter who scraped the bottom once or twice, using 20 words or 5 could suffice. But it feels so nice. Late at night, I steal the voice of the wind as it moves by. Rearrange the words he says and try to pass them off his mind. It's the bewitching hour, keep the change and save a seat for others. Tongue water steers the vessel, runs the colors, run for cover. Close the shutters, open the windows so you can hear but never watch. Spinning cycles, population shooting dice around the block, around the clock tower standpoint. I caught my second wind, shoved 5 stones in my pocket and decided to try again. The type to bend over backwards if you ask me, but don't, cause I'll be busy for the next 30 seconds. Let's dance for nickels and trickle down the walls of fame. Flame throw towards a rainbow till the background looks the same. Blow the dust off the surface, take a pill to dull the pain, and open up those lips until your mouth is full of rain. Pull the chain now, shut the bay down, we're closed for the day. Look away from the eclipse and brace yourself for direct hits. Stress can strip the paint off at the walls, and that's just for starters. Leaves your daughters broken hearted, forming artificial martyrs. Cause the art is getting harder to distinguish from the chaff. The class moves right to left, front to back and first to last. The first to blast the fellow man with a slug, a hollow tip wins the prize, and the rest of us get sent home with parting gifts. The modern myth lives and dangles from all your top 10 lists. Bottle rocket battleship fizzles out somewhere near the middle, so let's dance for nickels and pennies. Give it all till we're empty and make rap songs because it's trendy. I sit in traffic with the gas fumes, listening to rap tunes, filling up on fast food, reminiscing to the classroom. When any feeling could grab you, conditions made the facts true. Criminal-minded, subliminal tattoos. Small town life, the big city lights in forward motion. Make a mean poker face to hide the cards that you're holding. Let's start the commotion. Too many people are playing the Wall Street sensibility. Led me to this life of yes, y'all. So, oh no, he didn't. Balancing hope, art, and religion. Taught to God and through pocket, led into the well that you're wishing. Glisten in the sunlight. It's dope when it's done right. Send a package to the source and hope for one mic. And one night a day I'm open to the sounds of the commonplace. Throw my scully in the ring and change the look upon their face. It's more than they bargained for and more than they could fathom. Guess it was good, the sound man and bartenders buying my album. It all happened so fast, so much is left to prove. They stop, look and listen, but we gotta make a move. They stop, look and listen, but we gotta make a move. Yo, you stop, look and listen, but it's time to make you move. copy of a copy of a copyrighted symbol. Could it be that it was all so simple then? Call me a simpleton. Fisherman type point of view is all that I can offer you, but often ridiculed cause I don't rhyme the way I ought to do. They call my crew unspiritual, they can't process the word. Sorry, my faith ain't a commercial or a 30-second blur. And my God is not a crutch for you to get a round of applause. I'm just trying to do my part, I suggest that you do yours. My chest collapses every verse I write and recite, but contenders into my cipher trying to say it's not right. They're missing the point blank reason for the pen bleeding architect. We battle not of flesh and blood, so show us some respect. Correct the test of time traveling to right now. It's a little bumpy, but hold on tight, I'll be glad to show you how. Be aware the fly-by-night type is in for crash landing. You're at a standstill, but Marzilla is still standing. I left my footprints on the ocean's waves before the storm came, and form changed to man overboard, sinking self-aware, thinking no one's there to catch me when I fall to the sandy floor beneath the coral reef. I prayed the Lord my soul to keep. He holds the deep in his palm, and simultaneously he gives his hand to me. The salty sea that made my eyes to weep is now beneath my feet. With concrete stability, steps I take to moves made critically. Peripheral at a standstill as divinity makes his presence felt physically. It's miraculous but true, it's all for you. But the fact is that modern man is scared as hell and torn in two, because the truth draws him higher, undercurrent holds him down. Afraid he'll drown, he forgets those pieces of peace he might have found. But at least he struggles, cause a stroll too easily through those puddles lulls you to sleepy dreamscapes where your sensibilities are muddled. And I know that if he seeks God, he'll recognize him when he sees him, and he'll realize whose hands he needs to be in.
What's ahead for them, Lord? What's ahead for
When disaster strikes the field, the likes of them head for the hills to regroup their barons on the enemy till they're ready, dressed to kill. It's better to feel safe than live in fear. I ask them, why is that? They responded, we need stability in this comfortable habitat. So send the lower middle class to the front lines, the death will protect us. We'll talk loud and hide behind our penthouses and brand new Lexus. It affects us to a point. Didn't you see the stock market crash? We couldn't sacrifice our buying power, tell me how smart is that? I said I saw the blast, heard the crash of lives shattered to pieces. Saw a street preacher yelling loud and holding a sign about Jesus. I agreed and kept walking because I'm not quite sure what to do. I tried to front and talk a lot of patriotism, same as you, but the ideas ain't really new. See, genocide, it happens globally. We just get shook up when it happens locally. So love one another and be wise. Don't foster malice in the name of revenge for country until your soul turns callous. Soul turns callous.
I feel so cold and I want to warm myself by a fire, Lord. Please give me the fire to thaw out the icy coldness inside me. Warm me, Jesus.
Before the world premiere of dawn, light switched on and day broke through. Before the sky was blue, before any big bang or primordial ooze. Before man stepped on the scene in his prowess unprepared for the challenge. Before the planets were set in place to hold the galaxies in the balance. Before time, before reason, rhyme, love, hate, and emotion. Before the seasons, before the first word was spoken, a heart was broken. Before defiance turned to evil revolt and all hell broke loose. Before any creature would even dare to contradict his point of view, he was there, God, triune, omnipotent, controlling existence. Before people claimed to serve the crucified was a slave religion. Before the fall of Adam in prison, descendants with original scars. Before you were born to your mother to try to figure out just who you are. Before war and confusion, before reality, before illusion. Before the beginning, Elohim had mapped out all the conclusions. Before the restitution to come, the revelation promises all of us. Not Nostradamus' blind predictions to delusional blurred vision. The calm came before the storm with power to kill. The calm is present now, and it lives within me still. The calm is present now, and it lives within me still. The calm is present now, and he lives within me still.
I'm worried and I can't let go. So many things on my mind. What's going to happen, Jesus? What's going to happen? No, you're right, I'm not looking for an answer. Help me to stop asking. Turn me off. bless my sleep. Let me sleep. Help me to sleep. And then wake me when the light comes, will you? Please wake me up and let me be refreshed in your strength. Please wake me up and let me be refreshed in your strength. In your strength. In your strength.
Heads rushing, faces blush with the stroke of my brush, while you was choking in clutch with every toke of the Dutch. My word was spoken in such mannerism, milking the prism for some living color talent. Filling my palette with words and pastels, hearing what the track tells. Just a pupil learning lessons and blessing the max cells. It's like I'm Leonardo da Vinci, a quarter inch, just a starving artiste who's at peace with stomach pinch. So clenched his right hand, direct to the mic stand. Spot the mediocre joker, then clash like Titan. To find a cure, I'll endure to the last mile. And your silly wax style's only worth a half smile. I'd burn it in rap style, make you respect my mural, then remember the name of Playdough. Though your referral I probably won't receive, cause I cloak my sleeve inside the plans of the carpenter's hands. What I believe is perceived as weakness. Though they couldn't beat this, I just cover mediocrity with strokes of neatness. Then I etch in the stone my name next to some scriptures. It's Playdough, my word's worth 1,000 pictures.
Completely original. Completely original. Never said anything the simple way.
Imagine the time spent to make it bend perfect to comprehend this grand grotesque. Me, myself, and my mini chrome brush and palette of words touch the canvas superb. Unbalanced easel tease the artist whose heart is open for all to view. With a track, I lose track of all thought of space and time and visualize a rhyme to manifest. Many a masterpiece remains unframed or ashamed to be different from the others on display. Take a gaze at legendary status, living unlavished. Jacks, chisel stone with missile blown, ricochet while doors raps. An unlucky receiver of bleeding speed knots. Courtesy of the biggest rap, official sponsor of original concert concept. With in-depth type script on how to do it correct. As ill as it sounds, just how ill it really is. Thoughts brought forth resemble only a few, and far between is the amount of the width from me to you.
Completely original. Never said anything the simple way.
The black artist painting visual pictures through rhyme scriptures. I write distinct ink styles, verbally capture images. Yes, I'm an artist, so don't try to tell me how to paint my picture. I'm hip-hop and dodes in the street, like violence and malt liquor. My viewpoints stay intellectual, of course. Sharing thoughts with those that are lost, searching for dignity. I vibe like A is ubiquity. I'm Stevie Wonder lyrically. Y'all still trying to figure me like ancient Egyptian mysteries. Hip to the hop, don't to the stop. So why is radio playing all this nonsense around the clock? Who knows? I suppose it's the negative versus positive balance. Challenging the masses, putting image before talent. Yeah, that's why you never see my face on the cover. Signs of life I shall discover, the art of living. Pictures I paint now are stories for my grandchildren. So my empire never stops building. Can't you see it?
Completely original. Never said anything the simple way.
It ain't no joke, I like to choke this world to die in perfect harmony. But I'll start do my part for the art to educate my colony. Come follow my odyssey, it's entertaining, I swear solemnly. You can stare into my oddities, you can shudder at the thought of me. The thought of y'all collectively keeps me out most nights in a cold sweat. Bite my tongue at times, cause inside it holds death. Strike a delicate balance between solitude and challenge. Raw skill and develop talent, a gentle hand and sharp talents. While poverty plays the lottery and gambles with lives of people, wins and losses are correctly identified as necessary evil. Agnostics paint themselves in the blood of the prophets, falling in love with the darkness with a plot to steal the dawn. And I'll slash his canvas, can't fall victim to cash advances. Set myself in battle stances, take my chances in Atlantis where my artistry dwells. So somewhere between heaven and hell, in between subliminal street sounds and critical beatdowns. I'm one of the few who follows through with intimidation. When I spit, it's like I'm letting heads in on inside information. When I'm long gone, this world will recognize my accomplishments. How I sit at home and draft these blessed memos to my congressman. Begin with raw material, paint, marble, and average model, creating endearing works of art with my heart for you to marvel. My pen strokes express life and death, poetry and rhythm. Grip the mic so tight that I'm developing carpal tunnel syndrome. And honestly, I prefer to create my masterpieces sonically. Crush hard rocks with my voice box, but I guess that's just the God in me, probably. Never release my anthology, all apologies for my broken rotary phone. I can still hear destiny calling me, so for now, these four move forward to mic mastery. Someday display my book of rhyme pages up in your gallery. Playdough, Jack, Star, man, child, and spoken masterpiece. And someday display this Mona Lisa in your gallery. Crawl through a hole in the chain link into Area 51. Approach the target quick, the main thing, see how it feels to run. 6 million ways to die fast. A die-cast double-barrel shot, broken arrow block, face down in a shallow puddle. Swim through swampy backwater, low country where the heat grows. From Louisiana to Cackalack, all of our peoples. Hold your head with the brace and show experience on your face. We are descendants of the slaves and the masters who fell from grace. We tasted hate for no reason, but now we spit it to the dirt road. Planted the seeds of understanding to watch the work grow. As slow as it seems, nobody said progression's easy. My ancestors have blood on the palms, I refuse to let that be me. I'll be free, the cold world is freezing souls now. Ashes of heroes and martyrs mixing the ground of small towns. Let's pound the fist of change until even the rednecks get it. Till racial slurs bounce off reflections, leaving oppression beheaded. Yeah, I said it, you heard it through the smoke screen and cigarette cartons. I'll scratch the back of God's carbon creatures, don't beg my pardon. I'll hearken to the bottom and put my all in, cause that's my calling. His name is Robert Paulson, say it loud and say it often. Coffin bound equality's what it takes for some to grab the handle. They let surroundings sing the songs on an old player piano. Take it for granted, life is a gift, so bend your knees and lift. And every person is a piece of the puzzle you make this journey with. They come from big cities and small towns, traditional, beginning. Wherever you're at, move on and carry it through. Whatever you do, hold your head high for all the sons and daughters, cause I was born and raised in Backwater. They come from big cities and small towns, traditional, beginning. Wherever you're at, move on and carry it through. Whatever you do, hold your head high for all the sons and daughters, cause I was born and raised in Backwater. Backwater, black market, train wrecks and track marks. Blackjack and crack rock, back off and start. Cause majority don't live within the shadow of the city. An undeveloped land is pretty, and I know my parents miss me. Simple living given those without, and bums all have a name. The highways all got 2 lanes, and farmers all pray for rain. All is safe and plain, and family trees there can grow forever. And honesty and truth are the yardsticks they use to measure. To the letter you can set your watch by the things that you can count on. The Bible Belt holds culture together, believers stand strong. They never saw me battle or witness spray can tradition. They think rap music's babbling, graffiti art is vandalism. You can't borrow their records because they're afraid that they'll get scratched. You have to sneak around and sample from crates behind their back. But there's a younger generation, and they were raised hip-hop in secret. It's all they know how to hear, they can't explain it, but they feel it. They don't know why, but they know how, and they represent it truly. They still know the lead, and plus the weight of Chuck D's Uzi. They keep it alive just like you, and definitely know the time. So wait in Backwater, you'll be surprised what you might find. They come from big cities and small towns, traditional, beginning. Wherever you're at, move on and carry it through. Whatever you do, hold your head high for all the sons and daughters, cause I was born and raised in Backwater. They come from big cities and small towns, traditional, beginning. Wherever you're at, move on and carry it through. Whatever you do, hold your head high for all the sons and daughters, cause I was born and raised in Backwater. They come from big cities and small towns, traditional, beginning. Wherever you're at, move on and carry it through. Whatever you do, hold your head high for all the sons and daughters, cause I was born and raised in Backwater. Crush, kill, destroy, stress, and organize confusion. Bust, still enjoy less, prioritize illusion. Plush frills, deploy next. Brutalize for humans, I'll relax and count mistakes because we're losing. Okay, it's cool, then let the chips fall and keep their bodies moving. Got the freedom to lose it all with survival on a timeline. Rip the world in several pieces, try to sell them off and choosing. Hear a death rattle drum track to try to show them my rhyme. It's a fine time to live, it's a better time to wake up. I thought I saw a smile, but perhaps it was just the makeup. Congrats on your first layup. I guess you graduated from tagging like crazy legs move beyond backspins in the year of the dragon. Waves crashes and concrete never looks so appealing. People sinking in the earth on hold for some psychic healing. Miss Cleo knows my stilo. She called me for the answers, said the methods were a joke. Quote, a band-aid can't fix cancer. I read it John 3:16. She was trying to do the math, added it up, lost money. She hung up with the laugh. I wept and prayed for 40 days. I guess some lives will never change. Put my heart on the carpet of your brain to try to leave a stain. I'm right here. Won't nobody notice the noise I make and tap my cup with a scalpel cause the music needs a facelift. Take this and call your dogs off. One wrong step and fall off. After today I'll stop speaking. Somebody said I'm all talk. I'll take a tall glass of content, a little splash of fame. Burn the last 10 songs I wrote and warm my ego by the flame. We buy the same records but interpretations are different. I listen with all 6 senses minus the stench of incense. Separate spirit and flesh like the back of a promo sticker, then discard the latter cause the inside's what really matters. Matter of fact, I state the facts and they don't know how to react. After we battled last week, you was asking for your snaps back. The trash picks up on Wednesday, put the can up Tuesday night. Get mixed up my split personality type, living this life. Kids and a wife, dirty diapers, kiss goodnight and pay the rent. Step out to corners where rap lives, run and start to make a dent. Repent for the sleep I'm losing, wake up and check the checklist. Can't believe I'm supposed to save the world all before breakfast. Well, that's the curse I'm blessed with, then I guess it's cool. Block the exits and take the rest to school. I was here before you saw me making it happen, before you noticed, taking the road less traveled, eating table scraps with the hopeless. I know it's where it's at cause it's the only place I know. Soul purpose, shake the world, break them down and watch them grow. I was here before you saw me making it happen, before you noticed, taking the road less traveled, eating table scraps with the hopeless. I know it's where it's at cause it's the only place I know. Soul purpose, shake the world, break them down to watch them grow. Yeah, I'm ready. We need to rap about what? About cars and clothes. Alright. Yeah, I'll give it a try. Yeah. I'm dipped in extravagant wares, right down to the way I style my hair, man. Child and dust to the envy of pretty crews everywhere. I rock New Balance 803 sponsorship and get back to me. I wore the same pair for 3 years, even though not bound contractually. Dastardly cunning, double knotted, they cover my socks, which by the way are 2 variety. I know you like them a lot. I drive down the block in my Jeep and it's never been washed. Just the bangs, busted speakers, but the music I play is hot. All the pedestrians stop and watch, hear the tremble and they dance. I jump out of the whip, revealing my army green cargo pants. They're issued standard, my t-shirts and iron no transfer. We made 2 to rock at our shows, just me and my crew. I got a little beard, or did I just forget to shave today? Got 5 colors of the same ball cap and I think it's fat. Some might feel I'm over-exaggerated to say this verse is stupid, but how do you think it sounds when you do it? It's like that, it's like that, it's like that, it's always been just like that. I was here before you saw me making it happen, before you noticed, taking the road less traveled, eating table scraps with the hopeless. I know it's where it's at cause it's the only place I know. Soul purpose, shake the world, break them down and watch it grow. I was here before you saw me making it happen, before you noticed, taking the road less traveled, eating table scraps with the hopeless. I know it's where it's at cause it's the only place I know. Soul purpose, shake the world, break them down to watch them grow. Farewell I whispered under my breath as I stood under the stairwell, wondering where hell could differ from life, never a fairy tale. Read the writing on the wall, but the words were spelled incorrectly. Wanted to make it right, but couldn't yet. Subconscious wouldn't let me. Ready to decorate those same walls with the insides of my skull. Steady-handed hyper-depression that made the palette fade to dull, and ultimately I felt like this planet was out to get me. Muted gun blast was the exit sign, no questions left to ask. I got questions left to ask, and I've got things I've never done, so many people I've never met, and I've got races left to run. And just this once, I won't be a coward. I'll play the role of the selfless, live this day-by-day existence, even though at times it's hellish. Maybe I'll write a book on future philosophy to make Socrates jealous. I'll move to the middle of the desert, train an entire legion of zealots. I'll decorate the skyline with felt tip, fellowship with world leaders, organize a campaign to give the poorest children the best teachers. Maybe I'll just live, breathe in and out, and then again, until the end comes. I'll search for the truth and then some. Win some, lose more, but still the fight continues. Carry on, young man, carry on. Carry the cross across time, over the line and stand strong. Carry on, young man, carry on. Look that depression in the eye, because it can't last long. Carry on, young man, carry on. Farewell, I call to friends and family, cry and wave goodbye, enlisted courage by my side, because I'm not afraid to die. I'll pray and try to keep my hand from shaking, bite my bottom lip, fight the good fight for my children's right to exist. It's come to this peacekeeping conflict, who's being honest? Why can't we learn from history and try to move beyond this? Stationed in Vietnam, 10-digit number becomes my name, smoking marijuana to try to ease the pain. And strain my mind on acid tabs just to try to get away. My best friend casually stepped on a landmine yesterday, and let's just say I'm less than thrilled to swallow this jagged little pill. Just wanna go home to my dead at 9 to 5 and pay the bill. Will I be half the man I was before? Will they ever understand? Addition to contraband, blurred lines drawn to right and wrong. Bottom line, I made it through, so I know you can. Carry on, young man, carry on. Flashback to victories won when you hear that certain song. Carry on, young man, carry on. We got you to thank for the free earth that we stand upon. Carry on, young man, carry on. My life, I'm in the fight of my life, for all of my life. My life is in the limelight, my life here is finite. So gather round tonight and take a look at my life. I live the high life with low life, who want life to go right. They flow like amateurs while I'm a professional who's pro-life. In rap Olympics, throw mics, hold records against physics, and make my words a guillotine so that heads can roll with it. No limit to the breath that I breathe in this life that I lead. Might just touch enough minds with rhymes to fill 1,000 lifetimes. Bring sentences to life while you serve this life sentence, just a slave to every hour, counting seconds by the minute. Me, I start where many finish, and my life to be is endless, trek towards the infinite. Cause life to me's a pilgrimage. Got walk like Phantom Menace against all odds like Jeff Bridges. To live life first till second coming, hype verses, verse words written down, world wishing I might curse. But my heart beats at the stroke of my pen and I die first. Flirt with disaster and transfer life lessons on wax, and make a soundtrack for life with every track. My life moves at the speed of the light. My life, I'm in the fight of my life, for all of my life. My life is in the limelight, my life here is finite. So gather round tonight and take a look at my life. My life moves at the speed of the light. My life, I'm in the fight of my life, for all of my life. No money, broke life, breaking life down to a science.
My death might be a tragedy, my life would be a triumph.
I got my mind on my money and my money in the next man's bank account. Put my hand to the plow, close my mouth and just say thank you now. I'm thinking how they think about monopolize the hand claps. Mountains change to molehills and beaches turn to sand traps. I walk the narrow path with bare feet on top of broken glass. Navigate through trials of fire that only the chosen pass. I'm holding fast to what's real and let the rest fall by the wayside. Trace the hands of time to touch the psyche of the playwright. But some of y'all don't play right. You backbite and blackball with my back to the wall. I on the cross amidst the catcalls, and that's all. Fan bases wherever this track falls. Big business wants to change up, but I'm steady throwing the fastball. When independent for independence, leaving this industry winless, giving a clinic right up till the freaking finish. Showing this mic, I amplify my life to all the rap fans. Whether words hit airwaves, some record labels trash can. Breathe in all the good that lies around me. Kiss the ground I walk upon and thank the Most High that He found me. Take the bull by the horn, commence to do the work of millions. Yo, it's my life, and I'll build up a nation of man children. My life moves at the speed of the light. My life, I'm in the fight fight of my life, for all of my life. My life is in the limelight, my life here is finite. So gather round tonight and take a look at my life. My life moves at the speed of the light. My life, I'm in the fight of my life, for all of my life. No money broke life, breaking life down to a science.
My death might be a tragedy, my life would be a
I
triumph.
slap box with the pugilist, broken bread with the dam. From Judas Fist to Judas Kiss, but it's impossible for me to see the blueprint master plan and try to trace the master's hand. Stand shining for the grandstand, transform plus illuminous. I haven't felt this brand new since I left my mother's uterus. Jupiter's dust cloud couldn't shroud my beaten brow. Of the battle scars of earth, which have become so very proud. I run this gauntlet for my crown while steady screaming, what now? Proud and wrecked, drawing, collecting at the corners of my mouth. Manifest every last destiny's child, exits with God's blessing. Rest my wounds with licking shots, my vocal cords constricting. My exposure to the sunlight results in heavy blistering. A mystery of life lived to be pondered by all the ages. No more jockeying, try to seize and open mics or platform stages. Place my rage out of my reach, taste any victory in phases. Day in and day out, I'm living my life, my life. My life moves at the speed of the light. My life, I'm in the fight of my life, for all of my life. My life is in the limelight, my life here is finite. So gather round tonight and take a look at my life. My life moves at the speed of the light. My life, I'm in the fight of my life, for all of my life. No money broke life, breaking life down to a science.
My death might be a tragedy, my life would be a triumph.
My life moves at the speed of the light. My life, I'm in the fight of my life, for all of my life. My life is in the limelight, my life here is finite. So gather round tonight and take a look at my life. My life moves at the speed of the light. My life, I'm in the fight of my life, for all of my life. No money broke life, breaking life down to a science.
My death might be a tragedy, my life would be a triumph.
Goes out to the starving artists, the ones who almost finished college. To my blue collar means to an end brethren who get the job accomplished. Ex-con on probation who tries to walk the straight and narrow. To the critics and the cheap seats who like to throw stones to the back row. It's for the glow stick holding, high on next generation rave kids. The single mother of three who just wants to finish her education. For the man who works the job he hates to put food on the table and never complains. And pawns all the pieces in the game. For the thugs, drug dealers, non-believers, lovers and fighters. White collar criminals and businessmen who wanna climb a little higher. Yeah, I'll sign your little flyer. It's for the rap stars and fans. This goes out to punk rockers, biker chicks, Carson Daly and hair bands. The grandstand major leaguers, to the beer guy at the ballpark. The man who disconnects my phone to the third shift staff at Walmart with all heart. This goes out to disgruntled postal workers who send my packages late and damaged. Yeah, don't worry, we can manage. For the manager, at every 7-Eleven we stop on tour. Here's a rap song that you can be proud and claim for you and yours. For all my hardcore hippies, all my hippies sitting long for the 60s. I got that hair soundtrack, y'all come along now, sing it with me. For my over 50 crowd, yeah sorry, rap's still around. This goes out to thrift store record sections in every single little town. For those who don't know what you got, for the haves and the have-nots. Big ups to all the street teamers, graffiti bombers and all crooked cops. I look a lot like every single person I see. So in a sense, I guess the song's just dedicated to me. Elevated degrees to all my Mount Everest climbing thrill seekers. No poppers, doctors, lawyers and television preachers. For the teachers, the students, professors, deans and the headmasters. For Radio Raheem, R.I.P., Spike Lee and Ghetto Blasters. For those who do the right thing, and for those who got it all wrong. It's just for me and you, y'all, this is our song. And it's for the rebels, the 5% nation, and all the white devils. For those who reach for the stars and for those that only choose to settle. For the pothead that calls the kettle black, the rappers that lack the skills, the cats who stand on stage in packs of 10 to 12 to hold their deals. You know the deal. It's dedicated to the tourist bums and the residents. This song is for the common man. This song is for the president. For Asians, Europeans, Africans, it's even for Canada. Mechanics, truck drivers, bank tellers, coaches and janitors. Professionals, amateurs, varsity, JV, B teams. For grandparents, uncles, aunts, babysitters and preteens. We sing songs for freedom, we dance dances for imprisonment. We'll knock you out on principle and slap ourselves just for the sentiment. This song's about the game of life, congratulations on entering. Thank you and good night, ladies and gentlemen. Hey.